Happy Monday, folks.
Happy Monday.
Danny boy,
And Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy.
we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for joining us on a beautiful Monday. So far, it's beautiful. It's gonna rain later in DC, but um, July 14th, this is episode 429 of the Sports Sanity podcast, right here on Sports Sanity Network. We are sponsored by the Dugout of Millwood. Um, so baseball's first half has officially ended.
Yes, we are now in the All-Star break. The home run derby is tonight.
Home Run Derby is tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch it because I have to work, unfortunately, and all that stuff, but
Bro, you gotta make the dough.
it's what it is.
You
But
gotta make
I'll take a
you,
glance at it, I guess.
in the words of the great philosopher Tony Montana from Scarface. In this country, you got to make the money. Once you make the money, you get the power. Once you get the power, you get the women. Yeah,
Uh,
that is my terrible Al Pacino impression. I'm very sorry to anyone if I've offended them.
well, of course, and the one of the many great quotes from Scarface, you know.
Especially, say hello to my little friend. Yeah, but you want to know something unpopular opinion. As much as that movie is quotable, I think Scarface is kind of overrated.
Yeah, I mean, like I've only glanced at it. I haven't watched it in
It's
full,
like 3 hours long.
and that's another thing. I just can't. You know, I can't sit in any place, movie theater, my house, without falling asleep to a 3 hour movie. Like, I'm sorry, you can keep
Like,
it like an hour and a half, fine, but
like there are certain 3 hour movies I do like that I can sit and watch the whole thing. The Godfather's nearly 3 hours long. Wolf of
right,
Wall Street is 3 hours long, and I can watch those movies. But
right.
I don't know, Scarface, I just got bored.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I've only watched it in stages. It's not as good as everyone makes it out to be. I'll tell you that.
Totally agree.
Um,
And yeah, have you ever noticed on this podcast, we're a sports podcast, but there are times we talk music and we talk movies too. So,
yeah, yeah, because we're a very diverse crowd, Billy boy.
and we're in a very slow time in sports right now.
We
So,
are in a slow time period because
but we need something to keep you folks entertained.
um but don't worry, more sports is coming. We still have football coming up a couple
Uh,
weeks before training camp.
yeah, and I think within
So
the next week or two, I'm going to do my traditional preseason
mhm.
coach ranking video. I know y'all looking forward to that.
Stay tuned for Billy Boy. We also got Bombers banter coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, we're going to do a Bombers banter first half review, and here's the short version. Yankees have been shaky in the first half.
Yeah, that's putting it nicely. It's
They've
putting it
like
nice.
we had a great May, then June sucks. They're sucking in July.
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
what the heck? And to make it matters worse, and this is going into our first thing, the Red Sox have won 10 in a row.
yeah, how about that? 10 in a row. And not only are the Yankees in trouble, I think the American League is in trouble, Billy Boy. Because all of a sudden, and I don't want to make too much of a big deal out of it because they're actually a very good team, but the Detroit Tigers just lost four in a row. The Toronto Blue Jays, who were on a surge, lost the last two games of the before the All-Star break. Yankees as well. And now the Red Sox going on a massive surge that they're on right now. I think the American League might be in a bit of a trouble right now. If I'm the Detroit Tigers, especially the Detroit Tigers, I'm not worried about the Yankees. The Yankees are a wild card team. It is what it is. I'm worried about the Detroit Tigers. All of a sudden, they're now because of their losing streak and the Red Sox 10-game winning streak.
Oh, Reggie, my
Tables are
friend,
turning
it's
in the
gonna
American
be
League. It's looking pretty tight right now, you know?
Reggie, my boy. We're gonna be looking at an interesting second half.
Oh, look, and it obviously starts on Friday, but man, how about the Red Sox, man? Pitching on point. You have that Sadon Rafaela who's tearing it up the joint. Trevor Story looking like the Rockies version, which is great. Um, oh man. And of course, the resurgence of this is not really a resurgence. He's always been great, but Aroldis Chapman's been closing the door, so everything's just going right for the Red Sox. And now I'm being serious. If you look at the standings, I'll show this to you. Um, right now, hold up. Like if you look at the standings, Billy, look at this. This is the obviously American League East. Yankees are a game above the Red Sox. 2 games out of the Blue Jays. Look, how about that? Look at this. If the Yankees had won their last 2 games, they swept the Cubs and the Blue Jays. We know they lost. They would have been tied.
Yes.
Brutal.
And like, with the Yankees and the Red Sox, the Yankees are just 2 games up in the loss column.
Right. Yeah.
They're just 2 games up in the loss column. So,
Crazy. But look at this. Look at this expanded one. Where is this is expanded. Let's go league. Look at this. All of a sudden, if the Tigers continue to their losing ways, the Astros, they're creeping up on them. The Blue Jays are creeping up on them.
yeah.
Have they not gone that stupid 2 game losing streak? Um, Red Sox are resurging. I'm telling you, man, this is going to be looking like some type of massive race for the best record in the American League and that has major implications. You're talking about first round buys, you're talking about, resting for the series, getting ready for the big series. I'm telling you, man, this is starting to get really, really tight. And while I still think the National League is better, the American League is tighter,
Things are getting interesting right now.
tighter. So it's gonna be a very interesting thing to watch as the second half starts. Trade deadlines coming up. What are you thinking about the Yankees? A little preview of the Bombers banter. Um,
I think we need to get some freaking pitching.
yeah, we have to get the starter, maybe two.
Totally agree.
Yeah. But yeah, just throwing it out there that it is looking pretty tight right now in the American League. Nationally wise, um, Dodgers looking pretty safe right now. Cubs are right on their tail, but Dodgers looking pretty good. How about the Brewers? They've won 7 in a row all of a sudden.
Wow.
Yeah, can you believe that? Of course, you can't count out the Milwaukee Brewers. It's always insane how they always end it, no matter what. You can change the manager, you can change the lineup, you can trade people, doesn't matter. They're unfazed. It's amazing. Brewers now creeping in to the National League, looking like big time ballers. Um, Phillies maintain their top spot in the National League East. Mets are they lost. They're not too bad though. They're not in a terrible spot though. Um,
No, they're not. So yeah, that's what it is at this moment. We are in just wow. Wow.
yeah, like what's it for me? It's the Red Sox. What's a team for you that you can see becoming a major factor, a major player, throwing up the ass?
Now, I'm going to agree with you. I think it could be the Red Sox. I think it could be, dude, I think it could be the Blue Jays.
Yeah,
I think it'd be either the Red Sox or the Blue Jays.
right.
So, but take it Blue, the Blue Jays just lost 2 in a row to the A's, so they might be on shaky ground too. But
Yeah,
I think the Red Sox could really
Yeah,
I think when we get back on Friday for the second half, I think the Red Sox can be a force to be reckoned with.
yeah. I'm worried about the Tigers. I'm a little worried about them because if the Red Sox keep winning and the Tigers keep losing, then it's gonna look bad for them all of a sudden, and it's not something you want. You know, if you're Detroit, you want to maintain your top spot so that you could be cruising to the playoffs and, you know, have that bye. Now, this could also just be a the part of the recipe. You know, look, sometimes, when you have a young team like Detroit, they may not, fight and may not know how to be big time winners just yet. It's interesting.
Keyword yet.
It's interesting. Um, Another team that I'm looking at, I really think the Brewers too. Though that's another team for me that when you really think about it, they're in a very good spot, and they've been doing very well lately. So that's another team that I will look at. Um, it just stinks though that central division is a three it's really a four-team race in that division. You don't count the Pittsburgh Pirates because they're non-factors. Uh,
The NL Central or the AL Central?
NL Central. I'm talking about Brewers.
Sorry.
Yeah,
No, when it comes to the NL Central, you got the Cubs
yeah.
who are
Cubs.
looking pretty, but no, the Cubs and Brewers, they're only one game apart in both the win and loss column. So that I think that NL Central is going to be tight to watch. And dude,
Yeah.
I wouldn't count the Cardinals out.
Cardinals had a very good first half.
Yeah, they're 6.5 back right now, but I would not count them out in the second
Yeah,
half.
well, the wild card wise, they should be okay.
The only team, sorry, Jan Ruff, the only team that is not a threat in the NL Central are the Pirates.
Yeah,
The only team that the only team are the Pirates that are not going to really be a big threat.
yeah. Ooh,
And in the West, now the Dodgers have been kind of rocky these past couple games. They won two this weekend.
yeah, which is nice, but they're three of their last 10, excuse me. They're three of their uh uh last 10 games they've won. So, that means they lost 7 games. And um, while yes, this weekend sort of, you know, lessens the worry, you're not as worried as you were, going into the week, it's still it's still a bad taste in your mouth knowing that 7 of your last 10 you've lost.
Oh, absolutely.
So it doesn't mean it's not you haven't figured it out yet. You haven't gotten out of your slump yet. You just basically salvaged your first half because it could have been worse.
No, I totally agree.
And part of the thing with the Dodgers is injuries and the players slumping and players are going to go through slumps. But when you're slumping, when you also have injuries, it's never a good combination.
No, it's never a good combination.
So we'll keep an eye out on the second half. I'm telling you, man, the American League is going to be real tight.
It is. The National League is still better. We'll say that.
Yeah, American is gonna be tighter though. That's gonna be a great race to watch, and we'll have all coverage all across our socials, batter up, and of course Yankee coverage, Bombers Banter, me and Bill. We'll have you all covered there.
We will
But
cover you, dude. Do not worry.
but yeah, it's gonna be a tight race. It's gonna be a tight race in that American League.
Yes, it
It's
is.
already tight enough. All right. Home run derbies tonight.
Yes, it is. So, who do you got for the home run derby tonight?
I don't know. A lot of great home run. Here's the problem. The problem is that, a lot of these people aren't really big time home run. Some of them are. Some of them are. But I don't know. I just don't like how it's not the stars coming out for this home run derby. That's my big thing. Um, I think Cal Raleigh's gonna win for sure. But you just never know. You never know who may come out and surprise you. I like the odds for James Wood as well from the Nationals. He's been killing it. Let's see how they do. Let's see how they do. I'll be rooting for Jazz Chisholm though.
Yeah, good old Jazz.
Yeah.
Surprised Judge isn't in the derby this year.
I'm not that shocked. I think he's done it once and hasn't been back since.
You know what I think the home run derby? Okay, I just want to say something for the record here, Reggie Boy. It's fun to watch. The home run derby is fun to watch.
Right.
But here's the thing. It's one of those things that just do it and you're done, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things just to do just to say you did it, if you know what I mean.
Right.
It's one of those things just to do to say you did it.
Yeah, I think Judge, as an actual rookie that season in 2017, look, he was on pace for like 55 to 60 home runs. He ended up hitting like 52 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, for him it's like, yeah, I'll participate in the home run derby and have fun at it. Well, now Aaron Judge is like serious about winning, right? So he wants to, you know focus on the winning aspect and less on the other stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I guess a lot has changed since then,
No, I agree. I think a lot has
Well,
changed.
yeah, but yeah, and this is a struggle for every league. I don't know about NHL, but like the definitely basketball and baseball, a lot of the all-star festivities leading up to the All-Star game, a lot of the stars aren't participating as much as they used to, which, that was the draw, like when Sammy Sosa participated in the home run derby in '02, it got the crowd excited. He didn't win the home run derby. The fact that he hit a bunch of 520 plus home run balls, like that was crazy. That's insane.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you.
Ken Griffey Jr. going for a three-peat. That's what people want. That's the draw. So
Oh,
yeah,
no, yeah, that's the draw. That's what people want.
but I get it. Look, nowadays players want to rest. Maybe Judge will, play in the All-Star game. I don't know. But like, it, it, other than that, like, no, he's gonna take care of his body, which I understand. I just think that there needs to be a draw to these events, and baseball doesn't do a great job at it. So, but I'm happy that Cal Raleigh's in there. Cal Raleigh's been very popular all season, so that's nice. Um, Byron Buxton, he has a good chance at it. He's a major power guy. O'Neal Cruz, another young stud from the Pirates, he's in there. Very happy to see him. I think it's gonna be Cal Raleigh. His swing is amazing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Cal Raleigh as well,
Yeah.
or if I even Sting. I don't know what it is. I like saying his name like that. Ivan Buxton. It sounds like such a stuffy white person name, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Nah, I'm fool. I'm just joking around here, Reggie. No, but no, I think Rayleigh is probably gonna win. That guy's been on fire.
Right.
Cal Raleigh has been absolutely on fire.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he added to his home run total, obviously over the weekend, but you know, at Yankee Stadium, he hit a bomb. So it's incredible. It's incredible stuff. Um,
But
but of course, Jazz, I'm always gonna be rooting for the Yankees, no matter what.
not me. I'd like to see Jazz pull something out here.
Yeah, man.
Are they gonna be really getting all that jazz tonight?
Uh, sure. I certainly will.
And all that jazz. Come on, baby, let us da na na na. Okay, the estate of Candor and Ebb, please don't sue me for that one. But
Uh,
no, I think Raleigh's gonna do. I think Jazz Chisholm could potentially do it. Like who knows, right?
yeah.
But now tonight is the home run derby. The All-Star game is tomorrow.
Hmm.
All-Star game is tomorrow.
Yep. Everything's in Atlanta. Atlanta's a good spot for it. Well, the Atlanta suburbs, really. It's not really Atlanta, but you know what? It's close enough.
No offense to the great city of Atlanta. We love you.
Yeah, we'll all-star stuff. It's a great time. We'll be back Friday to talk about the All-Star game.
Yes,
And,
we will.
yeah,
And I feel bad for the American League players. You know why?
why?
Because they have the unfortunate pleasure of being managed by Aaron Boone tomorrow.
I mean, we hope he doesn't play analytics with you because you know he will. He'll
Why
play.
did you do that, Aaron? Well, I knew it was a bad idea, but the nerds in the front office said it was a good idea, and the nerds in the front office know best.
Yeah, let's have a lefty on lefty matchup, and then it'll backfire on us because the pitcher that was pitching last was lights out. You know.
But the nerds in the front office know best, Reggie.
Exactly. The Harvards, the you know Morehouse, all these people. They're great. They're great at their jobs, right?
Oh, they're amazing at their jobs, bro.
Yeah. Brown. Yeah, let's get people from Brown.
Princeton.
Yeah, sure. Why not? My dad went to Princeton,
Hey, Princeton's doing something right.
right? Yeah.
Princeton, Cornell.
Get out of here, bro. Get,
Yeah, we,
get.
we we have to listen to the nerds in the front office who went to
Yeah,
Ivy League schools.
yeah, it's great. They know everything. They can change the game of baseball, and they can affect our All-Star game.
Because Reg, we have to listen to the nerds in the front office. They know best.
All right.
Yeah, we're not a fans of the nerds in the front office.
Yeah. And we're not fans of Aaron Boone either. You know?
Why he's still there is beyond me.
Well, it's because they went to the World Series and they thought, oh, well, everything is all solved, right? You know?
A World Series trip doesn't solve your problems here, people.
Not to Brian Cashman. That's all he needed. That's all he needed, right? Yeah.
And that's all he needed, the eternal GM.
Yeah. That's another one that has to go. Let's be honest.
There's a bunch of people that have to go.
You know, if I'm Hal Steinbrenner, get rid of everyone. Get 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 rid of the baseball people, the non-baseball people, the Randy Levines of the world. Get rid of that. Get rid of everybody. Let's start new, fresh and new. which is,
Yes, let's start fresh and new indeed.
you know, I think the Yankees need to clean up a bit. We need to humble ourselves as fans. Let's be real about that. We need to humble ourselves as fans. Let's have a losing season. What does it feel like to be losers? Yeah, I want to feel that. And I want Hal Steinbrenner to feel that.
No, I agree.
You know?
If Hal Steinbrenner feels that way, but like here's the thing, Reg, and we'll probably get into more of this on Bombers banter.
Yeah.
Is Hal Steinbrenner really gonna feel it?
We'll answer that question on Bombers Banter.
Because now, like, here's the thing, though,
It's
Reggie.
true. It's true though.
Because Reggie, my friend, let's look at it this way. After 2023, Hal Steinbrenner had a huge leg to fire Aaron Boone. He had a huge leg to fire Brian Cashman, but he didn't do it.
Mhm.
Well, this year he had no leg to stand on to fire either of them because you know what? Because they went to the World Series, so Hal Steinbrenner had no leg to stand on.
Right.
But no, if we have one of those losing seasons, is Hal Steinbrenner going to really say, yeah, you know what, time to make some changes?
We'll get a lot of pressure from the fan base for sure, but it'll
Yeah,
never happen
yeah,
because
we'll get more into that on Bombers Banter.
yeah, it'll never happen though. But we'll get more on that later. Um,
All right, so yeah. Also, you know what makes it more painful about how the Yankees are struggling? The Red Sox have won 10 in a row. You know what makes this even more painful?
but
That we're that Terry Francona, the manager who beat us after being up 3 games to none, just won his 2000th game as manager.
yeah,
Isn't that true, Reggie?
it is very true. By the way, Terry Francona has done a tremendous job with the Reds.
No,
Let's
he
be
really has.
He has done a great job. I don't know what how the Reds are gonna end their season. I hope they're close to a playoff berth. But yeah, the 13th manager in Major League history to win 2,000 games. Um, they did this by accomplishing a win over the Rockies 4-2 on Sunday. Here's a quote from him. I don't think I've ever tried to delude myself. I mean, some of these names up there are kind of like baseball royalty. If there's an adjective for a baseball lifer, it's me. I'm not overly smart. I just love the game, probably too much. And then of course the Reds they also sent out a tribute in the clubhouse while celebrating the 2000 win. This is great for Tito. Great for Tito. I think that look, we could obviously hate him because he crushed our dreams, hopes and dreams in 2004, and kept killing us since then. But look, he's a great baseball guy, and he'll forever be one of the great managers out there.
And we congratulate him on this win.
Yeah.
We absolutely congratulate him on this win. And
But I get the saltiness and the animosity. I get it. You know. We're all still very salty from 2004. You know what it is about 2004, Bill?
what is it about 2004, Reggie?
We'll never get over until we beat the Red Sox again in the playoffs. We
Ah, I agree.
have to beat the Red Sox in the playoffs. That's the best way we could erase. We may not be able to erase all of it. Like the Red Sox will always have that. The fans will always have that against us. But no one, they're not going to stop talking about it until we win. And we have to win eventually.
Oh,
So,
we absolutely have to.
and the Red Sox could very well be a playoff matchup. You know? Oh man.
If that happens, we just gotta see.
Yeah.
So, yeah, congratulations, Tito, on your 2000th win.
Yeah.
Now, the Reds are, no, like I said, the Reds are 7.5 back in first place, which, hey, you know what? Like we said earlier, that NL Central is getting tight.
Yeah. And the thing about the Reds is that they're also very young too. So, you know, I'm telling you, it may not be happening this year, but if he keeps at it, definitely like next year, you know, 2 years from now, if he stays the course. Obviously, look, Terry Francona is obviously better now, but he did have some health problems. So, you know, I think the Reds are in good shape right now. They don't necessarily have to be in a big spot, but they can certainly thrust themselves into it if they wanted to.
And no, that is true.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I think the tightest division right now, I would say is the AL East.
For sure.
AL East is probably the tightest division.
Right.
If I were, you know what? I'm gonna tell you okay, the two tightest divisions I would say are the AL East and the NL Central. What do you think?
I would say the American League East for sure, just because the Orioles, even the Orioles, they're only 11 and a half back. I would say the American League East and the National League West. The Central is also pretty tight. So those are my three. I'll give you three. AL East, NL Central, NL West.
Okay, I'm gonna say that.
I'm not saying that the National League East isn't tight, but let's be real, the Nationals are nowhere near winners, neither are the Braves. I know the Marlins have played well of late, but they're not going to make the playoffs. Like the Marlins, Braves, Nationals, I don't see them making the playoffs.
Yeah, I think right down there it's gonna be NL East. It's gonna be down between the Phillies and the Mets.
Yes. While the
Um,
Central, you have possible playoff opportunities for everyone except the Pirates, and the West, everyone except the Rockies. So that's where I'm at. All right. We also had the MLB draft on Sunday. We congratulate Ethan Willits. Excuse me, I'm about to say Eli. Ethan Willits. He's the number one pick going to the Washington Nationals. Um, and then he comes from high school, so he'll go straight to the majors. That's great. Uh, and then of course the UC Santa Barbara uh pitching standout Tyler Brenmer, excuse me, I can't read today. Uh, he'll go to the Angels at number two. How about another big time story here? This is going to be a massive killer here. But the Colorado Rockies, you know who they drafted?
let's hear it.
They drafted Ethan Holiday.
Really?
Hmm. Why is that significant?
Yeah, why is that significant?
He's a Matt Holiday, Bill.
Is that his brother?
No, that's his son.
Yeah, doink.
He was drafted 27 years apart. Uh, Matt Holiday was drafted 27 years ago by the Rockies, and now his son is now in the Rockies organization.
Real, wow.
Crazy, right? Uh,
That's
he
insane.
he joins his brother Jackson as a major league standout, potential major league standout. We don't know if he's gonna make it, but I'm sure he will. Jackson already made it, so I have confidence that he will too. Um, Crazy. Uh, all right. Well, that's all time we have.
Yeah, there's really not much else to talk about today, is there?
Yep, very slow period.
We got the ESPYs on Thursday, if on Wednesday, if anybody cares.
I it's like the Emmys and the Oscars. It's literally people campaigning with these people who vote, right? That they do this like ad campaign, these
Yeah, pretty much.
insider ad campaign to say, hey, why you're the best at whatever, and then they give you the award. So it doesn't matter, you know.
We got, best athlete, best for both men and women's, both breakthrough athletes.
Uh, yeah. The only thing about the ESPYs that I'll tune into is probably the amazing speeches, the Arthur Ashe Award,
With Jimmy V.
probably that, but other than that, I don't care.
Yeah, I really don't care about the
Sorry.
ESPYs. And they really pick it during the sad thing is they pick it during the best time too. During the MLB All-Star break because they know nothing's gonna compete with it.
Right.
I mean, nothing's gonna compete with it.
By the way, I do want to make a correction. It was actually Eli Willits, shortstop of the Nationals. That's my bad.
Ding.
I'll take the ding.
Uh,
429.
In books.
SIN. Sponsored by the Dugout in Millwood. We appreciate you. We love you. We thank you for joining us.
Yes, we do.
Like our video. You can comment on it as well. Subscribe to our channel. Uh, Hit that button for the notifications. You can follow our socials. Um, and we're always here.
Yes, we are.
But log on to our website as well. We have a lot of stuff going on. More vlogs coming from the old ops guide. That's coming up
Yes.
soon. So please stay tuned for that. That'll be on the YouTube channel. And then we
Or
appreciate you. We love you. We thank you. Bill, you guys say something?
yep, coaching ranking coming soon, probably within
Yes.
the next week or so. I'm
Mhm.
getting the stats ready because we gotta get our facts straight here, folks.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that is it for today. We will see you on Friday.
Hmm. And Bombers banter at some point.
Yeah, we'll tell you.
We'll surprise you.
Yes, we will.